Okay. Anyway, we're gonna read one of my tarot cards. It's kind of weird. Anyway, it's early in the morning right now, so I'm just gonna open my email and read it, which is kind of cool. I really like it. It's just like I can see the future. Just kidding. No, it's not. It's just okay, so they I signed up for it, so they sent me my first one on my Gmail. So I'm actually gonna open it and say blah blah blah. Okay, yeah. So I click here for my reading and I'll read it to you. And it sound wow. It sound cool. So here comes okay. You can actually when you open it, you can actually open an audio in it. So let's hear that.
You drew the sun. The sun's key meanings are abundance, achievement, joy, productivity, and success. As an inherently good influence, finding the sun is a positive development. It is suggestive of personal gain, success, and that personal goals and joy are within reach if you are willing to invest the effort to actualize them. These rewards require positivity. If you are embarking on a new personal venture, such as marriage or beginning a family, the sun is of particular influence. The current influence's position reveals your present position. This card reveals influences and shows the general direction of the reading. Your optimism and abiding positive energy give you a great ability to give and to receive love. They are also the root of your own potential for success.
Okay, so actually this for me that I'm actually seeing is the sun. Okay, this is weird because I've been positive since the beginning of the year, I guess. So, yeah, I promised myself that I'll be positive and I can feel that energy. And it's kind of weird because, you know, that's my goal. So, that's a good thing. People say that the sun is a good thing. Everybody expected this. I didn't expect that to happen. So, yeah, so I'm trying to get this positive energy into my life. So, that's a good sign. Let's see the other one. Oh, okay. This is kind of different. Oh, I'll click that.
You drew the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles' key meanings are abundance, financial help, practicality, prosperity, and wealth. The Queen is a card steeped in the tradition of family and reflects a motherly figure, usually a woman, who is financially sound and possesses practicality and a very pragmatic, down-to-earth nature. This person will come to your aid in some financial matter to support your growth, most likely with advice on how to better manage your money. The obstacles position reveals your immediate influences. This card reveals the nature of the obstacles immediately before you. Expect a feminine influence in your life to give you practical advice.
Okay, that's the weird part. There could be two. Feminine, female in my life would be, I don't know. I would just say it would be my auntie. She's gonna give me a loan for the house, and she's the feminine figure of what this card has to say. It hits the nail in the head. So it actually tells it precisely. So, and she's also giving me advice about money and how I should learn how to start a business and save. And it's kind of weird because this card is really meaning a lot to me. So, yeah, it could either be my mom because my mom is helping me financially because I'm really not good at money. So I need to understand that, somebody like a female figure come into my life and tell me things that, what should I be doing with the money wisely. Actually, this was before, not that yeah, that I know this. But that card was weird. Okay. Let's see the other one. Okay, this is from my past. So let's.
You drew the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles' key meanings are ambitious, dependable, faithful, honorable, and thorough. The Knight of Pentacles symbolizes the virtues of patience, honor, and dependability, and his presence in your spread may indicate you, too, possess these traits. This person likes routine and efficiency and is hardworking. An alternative traditional view is that he represents a young man, a dependable bearer of good news, who will soon enter your life. The past foundations position reveals recent influences or events in the past from which your current situation has arisen. Your past may have been difficult, but it has set the stage for your promising future.
I actually kind of feel this card because in the past I was dealing with families and customs and everything that has been weighing me down. So I feel like I was a fighter. I didn't want to stay depressed the whole time, which I sound like I was. And this card was kind of like, I felt like I was a warrior and I'm riding a horse. So that's what the whole title up here, the sentence up here that says. So it kind of feels like it that, that that that's where I come from. Like I have a really strong family that, you know, no matter what the situation is, you have to think positive and be strong. And the ending, it says here that your past may have been difficult, but it has set the stage for a promising future. That's the strongest word that I ever hear, and that's kind of weird. So I actually thought that, this is kind of true, and I have a really strong character, so it's definitely have pushing me to do better. So not to happen again, because I had an issue with my mom. So definitely, and my family too. So I had some lot of things going on. So I feel like this card represents me like as a strong individual person. That I've been riding on a horse. I look like a knight. So yeah, next one. Okay, this is gonna be about my past, which is
You
kind
drew
of.
the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles' key meanings are emotional or financial troubles, inadequacy, poverty, scarcity, and worry. The Five of Pentacles can, depending on the rest of your spread, refer to financial matters, employment, or relationships. Unfortunately, it is a negative indicator for all of them, suggesting financial loss, worry, loss of jobs, isolation, and the possibility of infidelity. A key theme is humility. This is a time for you to carefully evaluate what matters in your life and work out your priorities, such as whether your job or your relationship matters most. In order to mitigate the damage in some areas of your life, you may have to let some of the other fall away. The past events position reveals a recent influence or event which is coming to an end. Your pride is leading you down a road where you are too proud to accept help that you need.
That is true. I would say, yeah, I was kind of prideful. I had my job and I lost my job and I didn't have money. I lost my money because a lot of my family were taking away from me. Not only that, last year I also experienced a lot of lowdown. All my money was gone. I was paying my water bills, and I had another issue that my business license. I paid like $600. I was about to pay $600 for that freaking money. It was a penalty from like I didn't even like committed a crime. They make it sound like it from the IRI state office, and they're telling me things that you should be like you should pay this, and they're taking all my money away from me, and that's freaking annoying. And I wasn't happy at that time. It could be either my job before from the past because I didn't do a good job, and I lost money and I didn't have anything. And also it could be other meaning of my house rental and I pay a lot of money for the penalty. It was a lot of going on. But it was lucky that I had the female card, like a feminine just come into my life and help me with money problems. But anyway, this card is just talking about the past. So my new present card is the female, which is weird and crazy. That is amazing. I'm I'm blown away. Goals and destiny. So it's probably talking my present and future, I guess.
You drew the King of Wands.
The King of Wands.
The King of Wands' key meanings are authority figure, financial gain, honest and trustworthy, mediation, and professional. The King of Wands may signify an upcoming financial windfall for you. It can also represent an association with a masculine authority figure, a leader, and arbitrator. You may find yourself aided in solving a dispute, so look for someone with charisma, or be charismatic yourself. Be open to the advice of those with more experience than yourself. The Goals and Destiny position shows your desired goals and aims and reveals the best outcome that can be achieved in your current situation. You possess a potential for leadership, and others in authority will come to recognize it.
That is
Authority will come to you in time if you demonstrate the qualities you expect from your own leaders.
that is so true. I'm trying my best to listen to what other people say, and I'm not sure about the authority leader of somebody else, that someone older and gonna lead me. Of course, there's some things that I need to know in life and have experiences. That I feel like there's somebody there. This card is telling me something, so it could be somebody who I looked up as a role model from my house, and that's kind of cool. Okay, this is about my future.
You drew the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords' key meanings are accidents, depression, grief, and mental anguish. One of the more negative cards to discover in your spread, the Nine of Swords foretells or describes despair or a powerful mental anguish. The source of this anguish may well be within you, arising from you being too quick to cast a negative light on your actions or abilities. It may also arise from paranoia. Despite often being unfounded, your pain can take the form of sleeplessness, of fear, nightmares, depression, loneliness, and isolation. Beware pushing away those who are seeking to help you, and find the courage to reach out for help. Even if these feelings are based in reality, it may be difficult for you to clearly find a solution in your current state. To aid in overcoming anguish, carefully consider the other cards in your spread. Look for cards associated with potential sources of aid and counsel, and where you can take action. The future position reveals a new influence that will soon be brought to bear in your life. You will experience feelings of hopelessness until you learn to cut yourself some slack. No one is perfect, and you may not be able to live up to the standard you have set for yourself.
Okay, that was kind of deep, but I've been going through ups and downs, and I'm worried about my future. I had the worst dream ever, and this card explains it, that I have sleeplessness problem, I have insomnia problems. So definitely, basically, this is gonna be about my future. Right now, I'm being positive, and in the present, I'm feeling good about myself. I have this new energy coming in. But in the future, if I don't change this kind of way of being, like I have this bubble inside me, and I kept all, as a teenager, I've been through that, and I know that feeling. And this card was kind of pretty bad, but it's not that bad, and it's negative. It's just warning me not to go back there again. So I don't want to go back to that young self, 17-year-old boy who didn't have anything. I mean, I was lucky. I wasn't a perfect child. It definitely did say something. No one is perfect. So that kind of says something about me. The Querent knew. Okay, fine.
You drew the star. The star's key meanings are
Oh
calm and
my goodness.
serenity, destiny, hope, opportunity, and renewal.
Of
The star's
course.
presence signifies a period of respite, inspiration, and renewal for you. This renewal may be spiritual, physical, or both, and requires serenity. It is a particularly positive sign if you or someone close is recovering from illness or injury, and a symbol of hope. It is a light in the darkness, illuminating your future and your past. The querent, you, position, reveals your negative feelings and provides additional information about how you feel in the present environment. Your courage outweighs your fear. Remember that when it seems otherwise.
Oh yeah, I remember that. There's hope and opportunity. So yeah, basically there's something there that I really need to know. Um, Basically this is kind of hard to understand a little bit, but I don't know if this is something about money or a job that I soon to be found, or I have I'm scared of having a sickness of diabetes, but it just feels like there's a hope, and I can feel that from the beginning. And I read this card already, so I didn't really think about that because from my understanding from this card, it could be something like having a job opportunity or having health issues that can be solved. At times I need to stop worrying about how things won't go bad. So it seems like this. I don't even have a really really depressing card. That was kind of good. Oh, I like this one.
You drew temperance. Temperance's key meanings are capable, control, harmony, and balance, moderation, drugs, alcohol, and self confidence. An optimistic card, temperance encourages you to find harmony and balance in your life and approach problems with patience and a calm demeanor. It recognizes that opposing forces need not be at war within you. Tread carefully in any major decisions you make, with confidence that good decisions will lead to a good resolution for you. Problems in your life might be solved with moderation and self control. The friends and family position shows your influence on the people around you and their influence on you. It also shows how they fit into your home, work, and surroundings. You can expect a wealthy partnership or marriage in your immediate circle of friends and family.
Okay, so what's the saying is, I had families and friends. Okay, so this is kind of easy to knock down because uh, I'm a quiet person, so I don't really want to be into a problem. So I can solve, as an introvert, I can solve any problems in my life. And I've been dealing that with my family. We had a meeting about like with my mom issues and stuff like that. So basically, I solved all of them correctly, but I'm a quiet person. I don't want to be in the drama. And I have wealthy friends, of course. They're renting my house, and we're talking really good stuff about this. And I like positive mood. I don't want to. I'm not the type of person that wants to fight back or say like I don't want to say something like that. And I'm a calm person, so it definitely speaks that to me, and it's real. It's true. So I'm not that type of person that wants to like attack or like. But this is really true. My
You drew
okay.
the world. The world's key meanings are certainty, completion, positive, reward, and satisfaction. The world is an indicator of the completion of a major and inexorable change of tectonic breadth. This change represents accomplishment and a change for you to bring about a desirable end to the old and a good beginning to the new. It is indicative of a growing maturity, a sense of inner balance, deeper understanding, and fulfillment. It suggests that you may be approaching a more final sense of enlightenment and the security in the self that comes with age. It also represents the falling away of boundaries, sometimes in the effusive sense of the spiritual, but sometimes in a purely physical sense, indicating travels or journeys in the future. Hopes, fears, and ideals position reveals your inner emotions. Travel to new and exciting places lies ahead for you.
I definitely would go to Guam and travel, or go to the U.S. Well, Guam is part of the U.S. territory, and I really want to travel anywhere to avoid problems in my life. It's just like telling me I'm a calm person and I'm not really into like a drama queen, and I'm not really like what the card says. It's just mostly positive, and it's like reminding me something with some energy that there is a possibility, there can be change, and it's nothing wrong with that. So it just feels like it's a good thing. So at the end of the sentence, travel to new and exciting places lies ahead for you. So I definitely have a thought for that. So I'll just remember that. Okay, next card. This is the final one.
You drew the Eight of Swords. The Eight of
That's not
Swords' key
good.
meanings are constraint, disillusioned, frustration, obstacles, and restrictions. Some things in life are beyond your control, and the Eight of Swords is a symbol of imprisonment and suggests that you are being actively held back by some of them. It's a catch-22, a difficult situation from which there is no escape because of mutually conflicting conditions. This can be something as personal as a bad loss or as sweeping as international politics. In any case, you are likely facing restriction and hesitation at every turn, and may be experiencing rising frustration and anxiety. Your best course of action lies with the only thing you can control, you. Approach this situation with patience and be ready to move when the situation changes. The final outcome position reveals the final outcome to your question. It's the product of all the other influences shown in this spread. You have been blind to your own emotions, and you will slowly come to understand that you are less confident in yourself than you deserve to be, and crippled by pointless indecision.
So, by the way, I did my research on this card because this was kind of like confusing on some parts. Usually, I don't. I'm the type of person that is stubborn and I'm not listening to what other people say. And it kind of really describes me because I'm not. People look at me as if I'm like, I'm selfish, or I've been blind to my own emotions. So, definitely, I'm not really like, I'm young and I'm not thinking, and I'm like, well, I'm thinking for myself. And I really hate that word, pointless indecision. I don't know what that means for that. I always thought I say the right thing and the right words. So basically, from now on, I'm gonna be listening to other people. Suck you. You suck, cards. Man. Anyway, that's all the cards that I'm telling you, and it's kind of weird. The ending was kind of good. Well, okay for me, but I like other cards here that describes about me. I definitely feel the power of one of these cards, and I can tell that I'm heading towards that for this year. I actually read my second time of the cards, but I don't. I only use tarot cards online when I'm stuck on something and I don't feel okay. I would read them or check them out in case of something happen, or if someone's gossiping about me, or am I friend with someone, like, I just don't want to be friends with people. I'm a quiet person and I stay away from drama. Usually these cards depicted for my future. And some of my past was kind of good. I really have a risen from being a warrior to a knight, and there's a female figure is gonna help me financially, and I have a lot of stuff going on here. So basically, that's all I'm gonna say. Thanks. I hope you like. I hope you like what I'm saying with these cards. They're kind of, they're kind of way too much to bear.